This week, I'm watching GBPUSD, USDCAD, GBPJPY, EURJPY, and US30 as price approaches some key levels that could create very interesting trading opportunities. What's going on, traders? Welcome back to the Trade Room Up. In this video, we are breaking down the weekly market outlook, key levels I'll be watching, and how price might react after these markets or across these markets. So let's jump straight into the chart. Overall, the market is showing some interesting structure this week. Price is moving towards critical zones, and how it reacts here will tell us whether we continue in the current trend or look for reversals. I will focus on these 5 pairs that I've listed earlier on, highlighting the key areas that I think like price could provide the cleanest sell up, or market could provide the cleanest sell up. So firstly on my list, I've got GBPUSD. So starting with GBPUSD, price is reacting from a daily POY, which is a daily key level right here. I've got one position as well. Oh, sorry, let me clear this. I've got one position as well, but we might as well like look for a re-entry or stuff like that. So we've got price reacting from this POI right here on the daily. We've got price reacting from this POI on the daily, but as you all know, I do say, we have to kind of watch what the price has been doing the past week and how we ended last week and how we are going to be opening this coming week as well. So firstly, let me enter the month. I love starting on the higher time frame. So as we all can see, last month candle ended with like a bearish, and it ended in bearish. So which kind of makes this low become the prime joint liquidity, which this month took out. So we are not much interested in that. What we are more interested in is the weekly time frame. So here we are, the weekly. Last week ended kind of, okay. This has like a lot of weekend small body, more of like, I won't call it like investor, so whatever, but respective price, since it kind of has this bullish overall settings in it, I'm expecting price to take out this high. Then we might think of where price is going to next, which might be this one as well, but we can't say, because if we look at the overall structure, the price is kind of reacting from a key level on the monthly time frame, kind of. So let's head on straight back to the daily time frame that we are in. Okay, here we are. Like I said, on the weekly time frame, I'm expecting price to take out this last week high, which will serve as a primary joint liquidity, which is this high. I'm expecting price to take out this high this coming week. Like this week we are getting it. So since the price is already reacting from this POI right here, all you can just do is look for a re-entry and stuff like that. Do I have the only position here as well? So you can look for just re-entry probably around somewhere here or here. But let's just keep it at this. Let's head on straight to the 4-hour time frame. It's getting interesting. I don't know. Might just get like re-entry into this zone right here. If we head on to the lower time frame, like the M15, M30, there is a key level here, which I am very, very, very sure of. Let's head on straight to like 1 hour time frame. H1. Okay, might be reacting off from this POI right here on the 1 hour time frame, on the hourly time frame. So that's it pretty much for this week on GBPUSD. Sorry, excuse me. So all I want, this is my target, by the way, from the daily. So I am also looking for a entry as well on this. So all I could just like think of at the moment is price. We probably open upward, then give us something like this, tap into this POI, then head on for this high. So that's what I'm kind of anticipating on GBPUSD this week that we're kind of getting into. Next is USDCAD. Let's head on to the weekly time frame as well. As you can see, price closed. Okay, here is the monthly. Like I said earlier, price closed like bullish, so the high becomes the primary on liquidity, while the low becomes a secondary draw on liquidity, which is what is happening right here on GBPUSD. So this month swept last month high, which means this month price is heading to last month low to clear the liquidity there as well. Now this is the weekly time frame. The weekly candle ends bearish, which means this previous week took out the 2 weeks candle, which was bearish. This as well closes bearish, so we're expecting price to open somewhere around there and continue till price takes this low out, which is going to serve take this low out, which is going to serve as, let's just say, okay, this so which is going to serve as last month's low, which is the secondary draw liquidity. Price already took out the primary draw liquidity somewhere here. So let's head on straight to the daily time frame. I'm more bearish on this pair, GBP and USDCAD. I'm bearish on on USDCAD. So what we're expecting is price to probably, that's if price is generous enough to play trade back into this key level right here, or this, but this looks too far. Like price might not actually retrace back into this zone, but I am anticipating price to kind of retrace back into this one of these. Then it might get that push downward, but price will still kind of give a little short-term bullish movements into this. But I don't want to buy into the sell pure that I am anticipating already. So I think I'll just make do with that on the daily. I'm thinking I'll just make do with this on the daily. Okay, that's the weekly on the daily. Yeah, so one of these two levels, I'm expecting price to probably just open like this. One of these left, tap into this or this, then we get that move downward. But as we all know, the reaction at the POI or the key areas will determine what we're going to be doing. So if you get like a good confirmation around there, like a change in state of delivery, something like that, we might kind of execute. But left to me, this is like my valid POI that I'm expecting price to retrace into, then gives us that statement down below that we need. So which is this basically, or this one of the two, but like get a good confirmation, like a lower time frame confirmation, I'm selling off from there. Looking at GBPJPY, I have a running trade on this as well, but I'm also looking for re-entries and stuff. Let me clear this. So this is pretty much straight and clear. As you can see, last month's candle was bearish, right? But the only reason I'm buying is I want price to kind of clear this range high right here, because we had the range low cleared already, swept already. This was the range low, price swept it like the range low. So I'm expecting price to kind of head to this place to clear the range high. Then we might get that movement downward to come take out last month low, which is the primary draw in liquidity. I hope you kind of understand what I'm saying. This is the weekly and this is the monthly. So let's head on straight to the monthly so you can kind of get what I'm saying correctly. Let me see how we're doing. Okay, so this is the last month's high and the low, and this is the last month's high, right? Since last month closes bearish, this low becomes the primary draw in liquidity, right? and this high becomes the secondary. That's if price is ever going to come back there and stuff like that. But we are interested in what's going to happen now, not the future. We are not predicting the future. So we're just more interested in what we can get opportunities from now and trade. And if you can see, there's a key level right here as well, pure white, but that shit looks so too obvious. I mean, so this is like the range low and the range high. Price swept the range low. I'm expecting price to come, take out this range high. Then we might know what to do next from there. So basically, last week candle closes and 2 weeks candle closes bullish. So I'm expecting this new week candle to kind of take this out because we're heading to this range high. So I'm expecting price to give us something like, probably like open above, then into some PY, then continue. I don't know, but we have to like wait till markets open because I have a running trader as well on it. I have a running trader as well from this. So I'm looking to get a re-entry again. Probably price might be generous enough to like come into this PY right here, which means we might get something like this. Like I said earlier on, price take out this high, tap into this PY, then we head on for the range high, which is what we are anticipating. Let's head on straight to the H4, which is a 4-hour time frame, to look for a valid POI. Okay, I've got this. I've got this as well. Okay. Let's head on straight to the 2-hour. Okay. Let's head on straight to the 1 hour as well. Okay. Okay, this looks kind of clean. We've got this POI that price might actually want to use to kind of fuel the movement. My target is still overall this high, this range high, which is 214.413. That's my target. So let's just expect something like, price open to the upside, then gives us that retracement into this, then take out the highs. So that's what I'm expecting on GBPJPY. So now EURJPY. This kind of like also a volatile pair this week if we look at it nicely. So let's head on straight to the month to see how we're doing or what we're expecting or what our target is, by the way. Oh, sorry. Then adjust this. Last month candle closes bullish, right? So this becomes the primary joint liquidity, and this becomes the secondary joint liquidity. Or it's a bullish candle. So let's head on straight to the week, which is what I'm more interested in. As you can see, price kind of swept this range high. EURJPY is basically like, same movement as GBPJPY. As we all know, they kind of correlate, which is very clear. So, like I said, I'm expecting price to come take out this range high, since I think price swept this. I'll put it that way. Price swept this. So basically, I'm expecting price to take out this high right here, because the candle closes bullish, and this week kinds of closes inside body. And to be honest, this kind of like liquidity, to be honest, the top and the high and the low of this particular candle, it's liquidity. Like inside bar candle is like liquidity, the high and the low. But you just have to be careful still. You have to be careful still, like I said. So I will basically just wait for market open, like to see the direction market open, and then probably Tuesday or Wednesday, I might decide to get entry on that. Because to be honest, the same thing as GBPY, I missed out on this, like reacting from the same key level as GBPJPY. So I might obviously get like a re-entry on this since we're expecting price to. This is my overall target, but if I just get a little trend, then this should be target 1 and target 2, if that makes sense. So okay, we've got a POI that price might actually respect, retrace back into and give us that movement upward like we needed. Let's head on straight to the 2 hour to kind of look for should I say validation. Okay, let's just stick with the 4-hour time frame. Though the way the market opens is going to determine what we're going to be doing with this, but we would probably see something like this price opening upward, then tap into this PY, then take out this first target, then head on to this second target as well. So we just have to wait for price open to know what we can do. And finally, US30. Oh, I had a running setup on this as well. Okay, price reacting from the fair value gap. We got the liquidity, then I got in. Let me clear the chart. The structure is still interesting, to be honest. If price actually expected this level, we could we would see continuation, to be honest. First, price expected this, and this fair value gap on the daily time frame are always like kind of strong, and it's in alignment with, I think, the weekly as well. So let's check what the week is saying. Oh, that's a strong point right there. We have this weekly POI right here. This weekly order block right here, which is what price is reacting from on the daily. It's like a fair value gap, and it is very, 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 very valid, because these POIs on the monthly and weekly, I don't joke with them, especially the weekly. So I kind of used on the fair value gap as my entry points on the daily. I am also looking for like re-entries as well. I might not take most of the re-entries, but because of you guys, I have to like shove out more opportunity for you guys, because we are definitely seeing like price is like expecting this zone already. So we're heading up, we're heading to the upside. So all you can do is just look for areas that we feel like price would come back into and kind of give us that move. For me, if this 4-hour candle could close above this, you might expect price to trace back into this level. But I'm coming, let's head on straight to the 1 hour. Okay, price already gave us that change in state of delivery. We might have missed out on that, but market opening is going to make this kind of very hard to kind of get into, but we can just wait for market opening and we see what the market has for us. But around this is what I'm anticipating, probably around there we can get we could get a market opening like whereby market opens like this, then tap into this period, then head on straight to the top. So I think that's that on USDCAD. But overall, this is my main target on USDCAD. This is my final target on USDCAD. What is my target 1? Okay, this is my target 1. I've got this as my target 2, and this is my final target 2. 1, 2, 3. So look how price is going to be. But basically, price kinds of give us like a change of character here. If you look at it on the weekly, on the monthly time frame, we have this change of character. On the weekly as well, we have this change of character right here, which kind of gives me that hint that price might want to like react from this POI once price get there, which I'm not sure of. But let's just see how price does when our markets open. Mind you, we're kind of changing from bullish to bearish right here, because you can see we have the change of character already right here. So I think that invalidates this right here, that invalidates this and this as well, and this as well. So if we get a nice confirmation now, they might get something like I said, price opening like this. You might get a good confirmation in here, then price drops, because the other foot is kind of changing from, you know, bullish to bearish. But that's just pretty much it on USDCAD. Just still have to wait for price, like market opening to know what we are going to keep doing. But overall, my target on the position is somewhere here. But if I see a good reaction, like probably I see something happening here, like a lower time frame confirmation, I'll be out of the chart, then probably consider going in for the sale. So overall, the main markets I'm watching this week are GBPUSD, USDCAD, EURJPY, GBPJPY, and US30. And these are the key levels, like the key areas that I marked I'd want to focus on if price issues them, and I will be watching closely to see how the markets reacts at this zone. Before the week starts, I want to hear from you. Which pair are you watching this week? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. I will read them out. Alright, traders, that's my weekly outlook. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with another trader that might find this helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next market outlook.